Okay, welcome to the Wholesome Living podcast, where we find and walk the path towards a more wholesome life. I am your host, The Avid, and this is the first episode of the Wholesome Living podcast. So you're in a historic experience. Savor it. Today's topic is true success. And I chose this topic because I think it's very timely. We are having shifted spaces. I think we need to redefine some things. So what is true success? True success is an equation. The equation is consistently applied capacity plus elite performance in quantum opportunities. That is the definition or redefinition of true success. And why is it a redefinition? It's because we have seen what we think or thought success to be. And in that definition, in that paradigm of the understanding of success, it was viewed that we should not fail. Now, there's a difference between success and achievement. And the difference between success and achievement is time. In the equation of true success, it was mentioned that it has to do with quantum opportunities. So there's a difference between linear time and quantum time. Linear time is the marking of phenomena through perception. So as you see it happen, it's happening in linear time, the ticking of the clock. You've been listening to this episode. You spent about a minute or two here currently. That is linear time. Quantum time, on the other hand, is a set point in infinity that can come to reality. So, have you thought time can be appointed? So you can appoint time. And that is the beginning of mental freedom. Now, the difference between achievement and success, true success, is that achievement is internal progress in linear time. But true success is elite performance in quantum opportunities. So it must be stated that true success is a function of mastery. And you only get that mastery through achievement of progress in linear time. So, example of a difference between linear time and quantum time. Jesus at age 12, when he was in the temple, that's linear time. He was going through it. From age 12 to age 30, we didn't know what he was doing. But most of us didn't know what he was doing. And once he began to manifest in the quantum opportunities of the 3 years of his ministry, that That is quantum time. So the set time, prophecy, and the fulfillment of prophecy. Those are what those are the components of true success. But aside from those components, there are things that need to be understood that make up the foundation of how to apply those components towards the achievement of true success. And those are three things: hard work, smart work, and consistency. So, hard work is hard work. Literally, like anything that is tasking to you, that takes energy and capacity for the fulfillment of a particular action, is hard work. Now, the conundrum here is that smart work is hard. But taking Pareto's principle, let's say 80-20. 80% hard work, 20% smart work. Because smart work is leveraged. And so the equation for performance is 80% of hard work plus 20% of smart work times an infinite amount of consistency. Consistency being the constant here. So that's what gives you performance. And it is important to gauge all the components within yourself. An analogy of hard work is the parable of the sower. One would say that it was smart work for him to reap 100-fold, 30-fold where he sowed. But we forget that he sowed on rocky ground too. He sowed on soil that wasn't good as well. He sowed on ground that was close to the road. So that's hard work, to be able to spread your seed around so much in so many endeavors and see the fraction of it that creates more value than you thought would. So that's the components of what true success actually looks like. Mastery. True success is a function of mastery. At the end of this, you'll be able to achieve a more wholesome understanding of what success truly means. Because the point is to have a wholesome life, and that means to have alignment, mastery, balance in all your realms of existence: spiritual, physical, mental, financial, professional, vocational, emotional, social. These are the realms of existence, and these are the attributes that you can have in order to have a wholesome life, a life that you can call whole, fulfilling, and purposeful. And so mastery is important. Mastery is important because it eradicates the notions of what we were told success is. We're told that failure is not a part of success. Meanwhile, failure is integral to success because failure is a part of progress. We used to think that you have to succeed or achieve at every single point in time for you to be called truly successful. But the people who are truly successful have more failures than those who haven't tried. It's very simple. It's a game of reps. And you can't have a larger surface area and not expect to have more volume to fill that surface area. Because if you're filling a small bucket, the energy and capacity it takes to fill that bucket would be less than the energy and capacity it takes to fill a larger bucket. Take the way a tree grows. It must first dig itself into the ground, and the seed that was planted must die. And upon the death of that seed, which can be seen as failure, upon the death of that seed, it begins to absorb nutrients into itself. And those nutrients are the achievements within its own linear time that allows the progress of the tree to grow. Now you would think that after absorbing those nutrients, the next thing you will see is the fruits. No. The next thing for the stage of growth for the tree is the trunk. Because having had a foundation, you must now begin to build that capacity and expand. The biggest trees have the sturdiest trunks because the branches that come out of those trunks will need to be supported. The foundations cannot support the branches. There has to be a trunk that does that. That trunk is the capacity you would then use, consistently applied, to build yourself in every linear moment that you are going through. The next stage of the growth of that tree is branches. Now, branches signify quantum opportunities. Now, a quantum opportunity, as we've said, is a specified moment in time where something can happen. You can appoint it. That is how prophecies are fulfilled. The branch is the opportunity for fruit to be born. And so, the more the branches, the more the opportunities for fruits to come. But the branches themselves are not the fruits. The opportunities themselves are not the success. The fruits themselves are then the elite performance within the opportunities that the branches would give you. And so, your consistently applied capacity, your ability to go through failure and achieve linear progress is what is going to set you up for the elite performance in the quantum opportunities that will lead you to true success. Now, the difference between linear achievement or linear progress and quantum success is internal. Progress is internal, but success is external. Success is seen. Success is shown. That's why fruits are eaten. You don't eat the branch in most fruits. And so the service that was done to our generation was the glamorizing and glorification of external success without the understanding of linear internal progress. So we find ourselves chasing branches when we've not built roots. And the reason for that is because we don't believe, well, at least we didn't until recently, that smart work is hard work. Smart work is hard work because hard work is the foundation for smart work. And upon knowing all of this, the question arises as to how to apply it. So the first thing is a self-assessment. From the understanding of success, the understanding of progress, the understanding of time, both linear and quantum time, the looking within yourself to gauge your energy, capacity, inclinations, and ultimately purpose is what will lead you to the fields that you choose. And another disservice has been done in the choosing of fields. We believe that we must find success in the fields themselves. But that is not the case, and that is not the age we are going into. The age we are entering is the success of the person, whereas in whatever chosen field you are successful. This does not negate the ability to choose a field. So one can be a doctor and a lawyer. One can be a musician and an accountant. Based on the infiniteness of their capacity. The only thing that is stopping our generation is us. And this is how every generation after us is going to be. Because the playing field is more level now. The knowledge is widespread. And the only thing that is necessary now is the execution. The capacity to execute. And that brings about the need for precision in execution. Execution is the proper use of capacity to achieve external success. Mind you, I didn't say linear progress this time because proper, precise execution consistently applied is the thing that puts you in the position to perform at an elite level in those opportunities. And so, precision is important, but precision requires consistency. A lack of consistency in the precision dulls the potency of the action. And in the age where actions are infinite, one must be precise. The next thing after finding precision and consistency is the farming of quantum opportunities. Having established to yourself that you can do hard things, which is the point of doing hard things. Do hard things, not because doing hard things makes doing hard things easier over time. No, that's just a byproduct. Do hard things because doing hard things reinforces to you that you can do hard things. Repetition brings confidence. The reason why Michael Jordan can take a shot with his eyes closed is because he has shot that shot so many times. The reason why Steph Curry can shoot a shot and turn around before the shot goes in, he has shot that shot many times. Repetition rewires the brain, and it allows you to build the habit of consistent winning. These are the keys that allow you to access the realm of true success. But it must be understood that that realm is only accessible through the sacrifice of hard work. So don't shy away from hard work, especially in an excuse to want to do smart work. Because doing hard work is the bare minimum for greatness. But the opportunity for greatness is now open to everyone. It requires sacrifice. It requires discipline. It requires consistency. It requires these things not because they are a negation of self, but because they are the fulfillment of self. It also requires a positive attitude. Positive thinking, ironically, is not the negation of negative experiences. Positive thinking is the acceptance of reality as a whole and the steering of one's perception in a positive direction. So in a day, you can have 5 good things happen to you and 2 bad things happen to you, or 5 bad things happen to you and 2 good things happen to you by your perception. And the things you decide to draw your attention towards are the things that determine the reality of your experience and the experience of your reality. So, to stack it all up, as you move forward, remember that these components are necessary for the achievement of a more wholesome life. For mental mastery, emotional balance, and even spiritual alignment, to name a few things that make up a wholesome life. These are the components that are necessary. Over the course of this period, we will go over each and every one of these components in much more detail. But again, welcome to the Renaissance.